This was a running bike until ethanol destroyed my carburetor. If you looked at some of my other videos, you know I don't use ethanol anymore. I use non-ethanol, which you can get. There's a few big chain gas stations out there that have non-ethanol, and it does cost, you know, about $1 a gallon more, but trust me, it's well worth it because you will have, you know, little and no problems. I was having, you know, a lot of problems, including with lawnmowers, chain saws, boat motors. And when I pulled the carburetors apart, I might be doing a video when I'm actually replacing, you know, the needle valves in my float. In this case, the rubber actually cracked and peeled, and thus the gas was running right out of the carburetor while it was parked. And with carburetors, if you got a leak coming from your carburetors, you know, 9 out of 10 times it's a float valve problem. And all I could tell you is that ethanol gas wreaks havoc, and the alcohol in it also absorbs, you know, water. I had a brand new lawnmower, and then the next year, you know, I went to use it and it ran like crap. And I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, oh, what a piece of garbage. But then anyway, I had the brainstorm idea of draining the fuel, which I did, into a clear jar, and it was a mess. I mean, the ethanol, which is an alcohol, absorbs water, and it was one big cloudy mess, and it also develops some sort of oatmeal-like look to it. Anyway, you know, cars are all metal parts. You know, the whole fuel system delivery part is pretty much metal and designed for it, but especially old school motors, like this 94 VMAX, which with my carburetor kit pushes around 175 horsepower. Stock, it does the quarter mile in like, I don't know, 11 seconds. 175 horsepower, which is like 30 horsepower more than stock. I figured I got at least that. I imagine it's got to be in the 9-second range. I think that's a safe 9-10 seconds. Anyway, when I get this thing running, which it was running great, I will post a video. This thing sounds like an unchained beast. It is gnarly. Actually, it's too much power. One very important thing I'm gonna get is the forward controls, because for me, the riding position is not comfortable. And I'm like, why is this so uncomfortable? And I realized the bike I was used to, which is another project, I have a 1500 Vulcan. You know, that has the forward controls where your legs stretch out nice. You know, this with the bent knees, you know, is only good for short jaunts for me, but those extensions, which I'm getting, and maybe I'll post the link if I do find it, you know, if it's easy. You know, your legs are stretched out, I believe, like 18 inches, and I am positive it makes a world of difference, and it turns, you know, this cafe beast into a decent cruiser when you're all stretched out. Of course, this is all pulled apart right now. Carburetors are off, and, you know, this is a project that is going to be upcoming and will be posted. But anyway, I do have to shout about the evilness of ethanol for engines, especially anything that sits that you're not using all the time, like boat engines, jet skis, boats, that's where ethanol really, as far as I found, does its real damage, because it just sits there destroying your plastic parts and, you know, wreaking havoc. And if you don't have the ethanol gas, I suggest at layup time, definitely drain, you know, the carbs out, and you know, because you don't want that stuff sitting in there. Take my word for it. Anyway, if you are a biker, stay safe. Always ride like a commando and trust nobody. I'm going to be having some action videos when I rev up this beast. Anyway, with that being said, stay safe, everybody, and peace out.